with your candidate, Joe Hill. Yay! You know, I think it's clear in this election campaign that Kathleen Wynne cannot stop Tim Hudak. Nope. The Liberals do not deserve your vote. Nope. No. And I have been talking to people for the last couple of days, and I've been asking them to consider putting their vote behind New Democrats this time, joining the hundreds, the thousands of people that are backing New Democrats this time, because the Liberals don't deserve it. And the Conservative, everybody knows that Ms. Wynne cannot stop Tim Hudak. No. You know, when it comes to Liberals, I say to Liberals, if you voted Liberal before, if you voted Liberal in the past, never. And you just don't feel, like you can plug your nose and actually vote for corruption, no, then you have a choice. You can vote NDP instead. And if you happen to have been a progressive conservative voter in the past, and you just can't stomach Tim Hudak and his nonsensical ideas, then you can vote NDP this time. And you know, I want to make it crystal clear when it comes to this plan to fire 100,000 people in this province, to fire firefighters and paramedics and nurses and teachers. I will never back a plan that fires 100,000 people in Ontario. And I will also not back corrupt Liberals at all. I will not waste your money, and I will not hide the facts from you when that waste should be revealed. I believe that what the people of this province deserve is a choice that makes sense, and that choice is the NDP. These Democrats respect you. We respect your tax dollar, and we will invest your tax dollar in your priorities. In communities like this, I hear what that's all about. I know you've been hard hit with job loss. We want to make sure that we are bringing investment to Ontario, that we're rewarding the companies that invest in this province and the companies that hire people on this province. So we're going to provide tax credits for those folks so we can get something happening in communities like this. I also know many people in this riding are working or owning farms, working on farms or owning farms. And the agricultural sector has also taken its share of hits from the Liberals, right? We know that small abattoirs, for example, have had to close because the regulations are large swath regulations. They're not regulations that should be scoped to smaller abattoirs versus the big ones. And so New Democrats know that we need to listen to farm families, listen to farmers and farming communities about what the right way is to encourage more farming, not less farming in rural Ontario. And I also know you're concerned about your healthcare system. I know that cuts to healthcare are top of mind for a lot of people. New Democrats are going to make sure that we're investing in our healthcare system, that we're making sure our ERs are having their wait times reduced, that we're bringing nurse practitioners into the ER, that we're bringing family doctors into underserviced areas, and that we are getting rid of the wait lists in home care and long-term care, because that's what people tell me is their priority. I think it's pretty clear that this election, people do have a choice. You don't have to vote for bad ethics or bad math. In fact, when you go to the ballot box, it really is going to be a referendum on corruption and a choice about how you want this province to look in the future. And I believe New Democrats are the party that have the plan that makes sense for Ontario. So I'm gonna ask you a very basic few questions, but I want to ask you first. Did you hear what happened today?
No.
Did you hear that Ed Broadbent sent a letter supporting our campaign?
Yes.
Supporting me? You know, Kathleen Wynne yesterday published a letter saying that Jack Layton and Ed Broadbent, the party of Jack Layton and Ed Broadbent, wasn't really happy with the work that we're doing here in Ontario, that the NDP is doing in Ontario. But of course, Ed sent out his letter today to set things straight, and it's really, really clear that Kathleen Wynne doesn't know Ed Broadbent and she doesn't know Jack. And so when you go to the ballot, here's some things you got to think about, right? Do you want to vote? Sorry, do you want to say no for corruption?
I think so.
Do you want to say no to cutting 100,000 jobs in this province? Do you want to say yes to a plan that makes sense? Do you want to vote for a province that focuses on your priorities and respects your tax dollars?
Yes!
So then how are you going to be voting on June 12th?
NDP! NDP!